Good morning. I am the Moon Mama. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday is the day governed by Mars, and Mars is currently over at 23 degrees of Scorpio. And Mars in Scorpio is an energy that really, oh gosh, it helps us go deep. It helps us dive into the depths of our shadow. It helps us really take action on our and on how we share power. It meaning like it's this opportunity to get really clear about how you're interacting with others, how you are sharing power, how you are participating, what you are bringing, and then how that impacts another and how you resource your energy with others. That's basically it, how you resource your energy with others. I know for me, right, how I tend to, up until now, because we're about to come into this new moon and this eclipse, I know that I have often, because from my childhood, I have shared power in this way of, what do I want to say I have done? I used to do this thing where I would make myself really necessary for people because I didn't have parents, because I wasn't raised by parents, right? And so I never felt like this real sense of belonging. So I would make myself valuable to people. I would make myself necessary in order to like secure my home, right? So like when I was living with my grandmother, like I felt guilty that she was tired taking care of a little girl. And so I would just make myself invaluable, right? Do what I could to make myself a benefit. And so now, as we're coming into this eclipse and this new moon in Capricorn, I am realigning that behavior, and I am beginning to recognize that just in and of myself, without doing anything, I am valuable and necessary. That my value isn't dependent upon what I'm doing. It really is something much deeper than that. My value is something that is a core experience. And as I realign that energy, it'll show up differently in my relationships. And so each of us has an opportunity to see how we are sourcing our power, how we are governing ourselves, how we are using our own energy in alignment with others. Are we doing it intentionally in ways that serve us and uplift us, or are we doing it in ways that really are harmful? Right? Like it's very fascinating if you pay attention to how you relate to people, the unspoken things, like the things that you do that are unspoken. One of the things that's interesting for me, I'm here in Beverly Hills with my best friend and her family right now, and we've been best friends since we were 10 and 11 years old, and and so we've gone through a lot of changes together, and it's a 40-year friendship, and so this just in the last several months we have sort of come to a space where it's like, okay, like we're now adult women. How do we want to share our experience with one another? How do we want to support one another? How do we want to love one another? And I'm here with her family and her children and her grandchildren, and it's just last night it was such a fascinating experience. We were talking, and her son is 33, and when we were 16, they got pregnant. She and her husband now got pregnant. We were all kids, and I remember it. And then I remember the scare. I remember the fear. I remember oh my God, I'm pregnant. I remember that. And now this man is 33 years old, and he's amazing. And he is, an incredible gift to the world and to his family. And I have been on this journey with this woman and her family, for my best friend and her family, for 40 years. And we have supported one another through all of these events, through all of these events. And now in her life, we are, I have watched she and her husband, grow in success, like grow in material success and, emotional success. And it's another aspect of our friendship. And so, we share our own unique individual experiences with one another. And then, look at this, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, I was trying to show you guys something and I couldn't. But anyway, the kids are here and they're so cute. But we share all of these experiences together, and some of them are very challenging. And some of them have really helped each of us grow in ways that that we could not have grown if we were not together and if we didn't have the level of honesty and communication. And it's been so fascinating because the thing about this friendship is that we have always had very polarized existences. So um, I was raised by my grandmother, and my parents were drug addicts, and or that was an experience of mine, having addicted parents, and needing to be taken care of by the community. And she had two parents who were home, and who were dedicated in the way that they were, and just how those varied experiences have cultivated our relationship. And so this is what I'm talking about, sharing power, like really understanding that who we are, even if it's something that is challenging, is a value. Like there is value, and for us to have authority over that, no matter what it's like. It has been really an opportunity for me to value my experience, the uniqueness of my experience, because it has culturally been, like what people will say is undesirable. Like, oh, she doesn't have a mother who's taking care of her. She doesn't have, but it's like, for whatever reason, my relationship with my best friend and her having the things that I did not have has allowed me to see the value of what I didn't have, to see the value of what it has been like to be kind of basically orphaned, right? Like there's been a gift in that. I access a great deal of freedom because I don't have parents and people in my life that, I have to sort of adhere to the cultural or to the social norms of the group, right? Because I don't have that. And so it's been a really beautiful experience to share the freedom of my life with my best friend, and for her to share the structure and the community of her life with me, and how we can learn from one another. And that's true in any experience. That's true in race relations. That's true in different gender. That's true. We can always value ourselves and the others, and make something out of that, right? And so that's the power of Mars in Scorpio. Like, how are we going to make this work, and how deep do we have to go, and really understanding that there is magic in that. There is magic in bringing opposites together to create something new. There's so much power in that. So that is that. I just said a lot, and anyway. But the moon today is in the moon is in Scorpio. No, the moon is in Sag. And so this is an opportunity really for us to start setting intentions for this new moon. Really think about your life for the next 10 years, honestly. Like, really, and what's the overriding theme that you like to experience? Like, for me, I really deeply my desire is to experience work that gives me so much purpose and a deep sense of value inside of myself. Work that I'm in love with. And so just get clear about your intention, work that I feel very good inside of, that I am able to experience success in, and growth and all of that. So get clear about your intention, because in Capricorn, you want to set an intention and allow yourself to feel what it is to achieve, right? This is how you set the intention. What does it feel like already to achieve this Capricornian thing about your own authority? Like, where is your authority? Where is your authority? And what does it feel like to live in your own authority? Where is it in your life? Is it in your relationships? With your in your work? Where is your authority? That is where you want to anchor in this intention for your experience for the next decade. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.